Hello Cancer, and welcome to your reading. And welcome to January 2020, new decade and everything. So I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wants to talk about for this month of January, beginning of a new decade. First card is that you start with a choice, being at crossroad. So there's going to be a part of your life where you're going to be facing a decision between carrying on like you've always done, because this is like Lord of the Domain, like we know and we are familiar with this way of doing things once, and there's a new way, a new venture out there. That's why there's like the earth there. It could be outside of our comfort zone, outside of our state, our country, our region, our way of being. So we're at a crossroad here. Here I have a King of Pentacles. For some of you, you could be dealing with the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or this is talking about your finances, you working, you providing, your capacity for abundance and all of that. After that I have the Hermit. So Hermit, that's under the moon, following your inner truth. When you connect with who you are inside, with the divine inside of you, with your soul, and that is what is giving you a direction into which path you should bring your attention, which road to take, and all of that. This is the Hermit. Under our decision here, I have the High Priestess. And in the journey of the Fool, the Hermit went to see the High Priestess. And in the silence in front of the Temple of Solomon there, that's where he found his truth, his spirituality, his guidance. And with wisdom, that's why he is walking this path, the path of wisdom. So here we have the High Priestess in that choice. So you could be brought in front of that choice, Cancer, through a spiritual work, in a sense of if you've been meditating, if you've been doing any kind of spiritual path work, and it brought you to a point where you're at the crossroad, doing things like you've always done or changing things. Under our King of Pentacles, here I have clarity with the Queen of Swords. So that is having access to a truth from here, your High Priestess. So that's like a haha moment. I understand something now, and I will only allow in what is aligned with that truth, protecting my heart with my wisdom. Under our Hermit here, I have the Moon. So there's a lot of unknown and a lot of, will I react to the situation? That choice that I have to do here. Will I make that choice out of a reaction or out of my higher self, now that I've gained that truth? This is all happening inside, following my own light to guide myself in the unknown situation. And here, having the Moon, and here I have Death. Because the thing is that Death and the Moon are two cards that kind of follow one another, not in the numbers, but here you have those two pillars, that the quest is to walk and either listen to the wolf or the dog, to listen to your instinct, to your ego, or listen to your higher self, the tamed part of you, your higher self or your soul, to cross that dark path where things might look a different way and you have nothing to truly rely on from your senses, but only from your inner guidance. And crossing those two pillars bring you here, where you see those two pillars, here they are. And that is what is bringing to a transformation. So we have that here. And here it's like the transformation of, here the Princess of Pentacles, the transformation of a project, the transformation of a proposal. And that's why you have to make a decision, and you will only have to rely on your pure intuition to make that decision. Here under the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and that King of Pentacles, I have Judgment. There's a clarity and a judgment you're going to make about that. And here I have the Queen of Pentacles. So we have the King and the Queen of Pentacles for you. So it has to do with your feminine and your masculine side that is solid, that is prosperous, that is engaged in one another, in taking care of one another, in abundance and all of that, super grounded in your feminine that allows that in, and your masculine that goes and gets it. So let's clarify that. It's also maybe some of you will be presented a project that at the end you will have to really know that you have what it takes to make it, to do that project. You have what it takes. Queen of Pentacles. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon Spirit, Holy Spirit. I call upon my guides for cancers that are guided to this video, for their very cancers. Yes. Okay. Two of Wands. Show me that choice, Spirit. Two of Wands. Two of Wands. That's a little back, but I see it. Okay. So the Two of Wands, Four of Swords, Ten of Swords, and here is our Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles that is here. Four of Swords, Ten of Swords. You're finishing a cycle where the way you thought affected the way you perceived your capacity to have what it takes to make it, to be solid, to attract abundance and commitment and things like that. That's where you finish that cycle. You're healing from it, you've healed from it, depending on where you are, and it is all about that. And now life is putting you in front of something, the transformation of that pentacle here, where you're going to say, okay, been there, done that, doubting myself, feeling betrayed, abandoned, and all of that, disappointed, Ten of Swords, you know, that cycle is finished. And now I know my worth, and I am going to, and that is going to be out of your comfort zone. Because if you are used to be disappointed, it is out of your comfort zone to know your worth and your value, and to believe that somebody can be there for you, solid, long term, like a King of Pentacles. Show me that King of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. So it can be about your work also. you building your career, building your things. If we're not talking about love like actually attracting a King of Pentacle, it is you going to embody a King of Pentacle in a sense of your own capacity to craft your own money in abundance, to bring something solidly forward and to make it abundant. King of Pentacle, your capacity to build an empire. Hermit. Why is the Hermit here? Maybe doubting before you doubted your capacity to do that, to actually have what it takes to do these things. But this month you're like, yeah, I can do that. Hermit. Ace of Cups. That is beautiful. So what is, and Six of Pentacle? Because by following your own light, that's like doing your own thing that you love. And finally, with that balance of give and take, being able to receive from that. Following your own light, your own guidance. Ace of Cup. That can be about inspiration, like if it's work and things like that, you know. For others of you, it's about love. But Ace of Cup is can be all sorts of things. It can be inspiration, being inspired, being in that flow of unconditional abundance love from the divine and grasping it. What is the High Priestess spirit? What is the High Priestess talking about? What is the High Priestess saying for Cancers? Three of Cups. And here we have our Judgment. This is almost like, what would make you celebrate life? What is the shape of the emotions that you want to rise your emotions and feel? Trusting you have the capacity to do that. To do whatever is moving your heart, your emotions, Cancer. Show me that understanding. Ace of Swords. It's kind of, you get it now. You get it that you have what it takes to follow your heart. That you don't have to remain where you are, where you're trying to heal and all of that. You can take that decision. You have what it takes to follow your light and go towards love, towards something solid and abundant. If you follow your intuition. What is that Ace of Swords? Ace of Swords. You want to talk about the Ace of Swords now? You want to talk about... Okay, let's talk about the Moon. Ten of Wands. End of a cycle. Yeah. End of a cycle of what you've been carrying on your shoulders for a long time, not knowing where you were going. Everything was in the shadow. Everything was obscured. End of that cycle, because you are following your own light and you're opening yourself up to receive inspiration, love, peace from the divine. This is the choice that you are being put in Do I remain where I am, trying to understand the disappointments in my life and all of that? Or do I pass that and move outside of my comfort zone where I know my worth and my value, that I am a Queen of Pentacles in that sense, and bringing with my craft my capacity to actually take care of myself and build my own empire. So do you want to talk about the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Swords now? So this is really seeing clearly of what that cycle that has to finish, and making that decision, looking at what is in front of you with that wisdom and clarity. Four of Swords, seeing clearly that Ace of Cup that is there, because maybe before you didn't see it. This was your experience and you did not see that Ace of Cup here. Now you see it. Oh my God, maybe I was accepting less than what I deserve. Maybe I was feeling, you know, 10 of Swords, 4 of Swords. This is like trying to understand, going through the dark night of the soul and trying to understand it, retracting yourself, trying to understand it. But at one point you arrive to a crossroad where, oh my God, no, there's more out there. I see it now. My soul wants me to rejoice, and I will see now that yes, there is an extra cup of love for me out there, and I am going to make that decision and have that clarity on my capacity to actually manifest that. If some of you were afraid to be independent financially, you kind of get it. That yes, you can be independent financially. Show me that death here. There's like a transformation here. Show me the death. For Cancer. Temperance. So this was, see, there's our choice. This is, you came to that crossroad here because due to divine timing, due to now you have the emotional maturity to be able to take that outside of your comfort zone path, where you will make your own financial abundance. Even if it's unknown, you will guide yourself with your own passion there. Show me the Judgment. And you will understand that that cup was there all along, waiting for you to actually grab it and act on it. Maybe you didn't dare see that cup was there, Page of Cup. Yeah, you were conflicted about it. But now, Three of Wands. Now you know that it is going to come towards you because you're going to make that decision. You have the Judgment on it. No more fear, no more listening to those parts of you that were insecure on your worth and all of that, or your capacity to make it. You're grabbing that cup here. You're grabbing that Ace of Cup, and that transformation is giving you the capacity to bring something forward that is solid and real. And here you finish with the Queen of Pentacles, being the Queen of Pentacles. See, the King of Pentacles, they say he's gonna bring slowly his pentacle forward and work on it and make it prosperous. Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles here, she is the one that decided to grab that Ace of Cups, following her inner light. And here I have the King of Swords and the Six of Pentacle. This is being Six of Wands. Recognizing your worth, recognizing who you are, strategizing in order to receive, and attracting. You know you have what it takes. You have the Queen and King of Swords, Queen and King of Pentacle, and you're a water sign. So that tells me that this month in January, you're gonna get to a very clear mental clarity, strategic plan or view on your path and what direction, strategy you should move forward, and also this understanding and certitude of how grounded and how much you have already, all that it takes to make it and master the pentacle, your capacity for abundance. It's kind of getting that clarity, and oh my God, I'm going to do this, this, and this will all arrive with me following my heart, following what I truly want to do inside, what celebrates inside when I think about it. Now I'm going to say, no, I am not passing that opportunity. Even if maybe, not everybody agrees or whatever, who cares? It is my life. I am going to go and do that. Even if I'm not sure where it is going exactly, I am following what I know is true to my heart. So this is what is going to happen for you, or there for you if you want it to happen to you. Free will. But you're gonna have the opportunity to get that certitude. For all of you out there who at the beginning of the month you're at a cross path here, a crossroad, and you're not sure if you should follow your heart or not, you're gonna get the clarity of it. Go in your soul, listen to what your soul wants to give you, and it's gonna give you the peace and abundance and inspiration to follow what rejoices you in your heart, and be clear about it. All right? So on this, thank you, Cancer, for watching the videos and subscribing, commenting. I read all the comments, sharing the videos so that it gets bigger out there, and it helps a lot. Thank you for the ones of you that gave donations also. It helps more than you think. And on the new moon and the full moon, I'm going to do a special ceremony to give you back. If you want a private reading, the description is all below there. For the winner of the last month's contest, I'm going to write it down on the 1st of January right there below, because I want to leave the whole month for people to have a chance in December to leave a comment, and I can pick from that. Apart from that, namaste. Have a beautiful month of January, Cancer. Love and light, and I'll see you next month. All right? Bye-bye.